обычная наша боевая работа. Сегодня нам опять как и вчера. С утра работа наша боевая. И по команде мы уйдем, ведь нам пора лететь туда, где мы нужны, где нету рая. Благословить нас Всевышний на удачу. Нам кровь из носа надо выполнить задачу. И мы взлетаем и уходим в тот район, где бой ведет десантный батальон.
Hey Jazz. Red is outnumbered if you feel like flying. Or at least it was when I just connected. You got work tomorrow? Not sure how long's left in this mission. I guess we'll find out. 2 towns. And we have a special guest on the server, Kid, who is a very, very talented DCS player. He streams. But I've usually seen him do the modern stuff. I don't know how often he plays these older planes. I take it off. Shoulder neck thing's fucked. Oh, shoulder neck is fucking wrecked. I can read. Yeah, understandable. Hopefully DCS behaves itself today. Getting micro stutters now and then, but fingers crossed they'll pass. Hey Morphus. Yes, Brant. Hello. Want to pass out to Jet ASMR? We can do that. Pom doesn't like the 21. Pom actually really likes the MiG-19, but he doesn't like the 21. He's got some weird preferences. I mean, I've started to really like the 19, so I can get that, but no, he really doesn't like the 21. So he doesn't like it, but he can fly it and will fly it only for sellout mode. Yeah, that sounds about right. Hey Saber. Gotcha. We can do it after that. 90s checks, black furniture on VZ58s and SVDs are the old ugly ones. What do you mean the old ugly ones? Oh shit, hello. I like the old sawdust impregnated polymer look. He's dead as fuck. Maybe. Holy shit, if he outruns those.
I'm gonna put it in a nice little spot.
Concerning. Totally lost sight of him. Oh no, he went down. Looks like he might have dived to get away from those and just G-locked himself or something. Oh, I just burnt a lot of fuel for nothing. Furniture looks like someone made a stock out of sawdust and a geriatric mother's placenta. Jesus Christ, Brent. Hey Celebroso, welcome to the stream. What a note to enter on. Jesus Christ. Would you like to fly with E2 Hawkeye and DCS? I mean, if you were the pilot, I guess it'd be interesting to do carrier landings in it, but the pilot's not really doing much. All the magic happens in the back. I wouldn't mind it. I'd actually love to have player, like, multi-crew AWACS in the game, but I think it should be fairly low priority compared to other things. .065 for 40. It's 6,000, fuck! If they stay up there, we're bringing the R3Rs next flight. There he is. Again, they haven't fixed this spotting shit yet. Me with my magic eyeballs, I can see him from 40 kilometers away. MiG-21K when? Yeah, dude. Or the original MiG-21 BIS proposal with the fucking RD-33 in it. Thrust-to-weight ratio of yes. Endurance of no. Could you imagine that thing? Holy shit, dude. The acceleration would be insane. So I'm not expecting the radar to see him. The radar's been having a lot of trouble recently.
Alright, I think the front side of the town is...
It seems,
I've killed like 11
if it can see ground clutter on the screen, it
check,
can't render targets for whatever reason. So we're just gonna have to keep eyes on him and hope we don't lose him. How much time can you use the radar for before having to repair it? I haven't timed it. I've read figures that vary between 25 and like 50-ish minutes. My best guess is probably about half an hour to 45 minutes of actual on time, and probably about an hour or so of standby. But you can run a repair to refill the coolant, so... It's worth between, say, every 3 to 4 sorties, depending how long you're airborne and how long you have the radar on, just doing a repair. I've been using it a lot more. Like, back when I first started flying the MiG-21, I would only turn it on when I was within 30 kilometers of a target, but lately I've had to use it a lot more because I have GCI a lot less. So I've become much more reliant on it, which is not helpful when it's not working, like it currently is not working. Who am I? Ah, it's calling the wrong fucking one through the shortcut. I'll have to see if Alpin can figure out a way to fix that, because it's really irritating. So 15 is the EWR that only talks to the MiG-15s. And 1 is the EWR that talks to the MiG-19s and 21s. I suspect they killed our main EWR, and that's why it's trying to shortcut to the 15 instead.
on data link?
I'm on
Probably cruising
MIA
at
right
car
now,
50.
man. I'm slinging a cup.
Alright.
Just a heads up, you guys have an enemy aircraft quite high over the valley.
Yeah, I got an M60 here. I just ran out of missiles.
Hey, Tom. Simp for a Buccaneer? Fuck yeah, dude. I'd love a buck. 086 for 11. That's my boy up there. We'll burn up to catch him. Love an early Herc? Yep. I'd actually prefer an early Herc to the 130J. Okay, he's coming right at me, it
It's
looks
too
like.
far. I'll RTB, get up some more missiles, and clean up the rest. There should be 2 main tanks left.
Is he running away or is he... No, he's running away. That's alright, we can catch him pretty easily.
50-55, don't kill him first.
He's not in burner yet. I don't know if he even realizes he's being followed. See, the radar picks him up when I'm at point blank range. That's a bug. That is for sure a bug. Fox 2. Splash. Oh, it's a Harrier.
Beautiful.
Just in case he gets any funny ideas. That was SRS that knocked my microphone out. Thank you, SRS. I don't know why, but it killed my mic. Anyway, as I was attempting to say, the Harrier damage model still
I really
needs
don't
looking
know.
at.
We just fired a missile.
Harrier is now actually dead. That took 2 missiles.
Well, we all know that Harriers are made of titanium.
Yeah, my SRS fucked up my mic somehow. SRS is a bit wonky. Yeah, it's been getting more and more wonky recently. I don't know what's up with it. Maybe I shouldn't have bothered updating it. Maybe that was a mistake. Going to be a bit dicey for fuel. Tally one coming in over the hills. Just keep your eyes open. You guys are both in helicopters, right?
Yep.
That's right, yeah.
Okay, looks like this guy might be trying to harass the FARP.
Yeah, if you're able to like take it out fast, I'm RTB.
Yep, working on it.
They should be on the ground for no more than 2 minutes and just need to load up missiles, but...
Okay, we've got a second coming in further out, but I've only got the fuel from close guy. Who I have now lost sight
we
of.
do have a coup near the farm, so if you draw him there, he has a good chance of shooting them down.
Looks like it's about to fire on him. There he is.
There he goes. Group's firing.
It might not get him, he's hugging a ridge. Where I really wish the radar worked. I could have intercepted him head on. Now I've lost him. I've lost sight of him in the valleys. For 9. Right off my nose, but I don't see him. It's not him, that's someone else. Right there. Foxter. Splash F5, RTB.
Thank you very much.
I think that was Kid. I've got one behind me. Oh, I do.
Just head to the fob. There's still two rockets on the cub.
Good thing I checked my mirror, hey. Looks like they got him. Whew. Remember what I've said about F5 pilots and firing their missiles out of parameter? If he had held those shots for about half a second longer, he would have killed me and I would never have known he was there. He fired them both too far away. They either fire them too far away, too close, or at too high an aspect.
Hello there.
Hello?
Hello. Hello, fellow helicopter.
Okay, you guys are not going to have any air cover for a couple minutes. I'm going to run back and refuel. That might have been Kid, actually.
Alright.
Because he just disconnected. Looks like there's one F5 and one C101 anyway, so you should be okay. Team balance has swung the other way. Gotta get some blues on.
Yeah, the thing is, the balance is
Gotcha,
heavily
Saber.
tilted in our side, in our favor because of, they have no EWR. I killed it a while ago.
Ah, and none of them want to sling a new one, I see. Standard blue team problems. Nobody wants to sling, and they all disconnect when they get killed. Ever tried VR? No. I can't afford VR myself, and I don't have any friends that live nearby that own it. I do have friends with VR, but they're all very far away from me. So I haven't had a chance to try it for DCS. I have used VR once for something else, but it was a very early generation set, so I don't know if it was very representative. What's your stick position? Center or right side? It's right side, but only because of my desk. I would prefer a center stick, but I just don't have the setup for it at the moment. So my stick sits on my desk, just off my right side, which is really awkward because it fucks up my wrist. But ideally what I'd like is a floor-mounted center stick with like a stick extension the same length as in the actual aircraft. But I just don't have the room for it in this place. Okay. Airfield's over there. I can actually already see it. Right there. Still got about 400, 500, actually no, about 500 litres left. The 450 warning lamp hasn't come on yet. To figure out if there's a way to stop the labels in this from glowing when they're in partial shadow. I think it's just a byproduct of the way they've made the text work, but it's kind of off-putting. There's a bunch of units down there. I wonder what that is. It might be a SAM site. Actually, yeah, it's probably a CUB site. There we go, there's a 450 litre warning light. This is one of the missions where I tend not to pay enough attention to my fuel gauge and I end up flaming out somewhere around where I am now. So it's nice to actually RTB with some fuel for once. I've had to make emergency landings on that airstrip before and it is not pleasant. It's about 800 meters runway length and it's behind a row of houses. Well, I might need to move soon. My rent's going up next year. So I've still got to check how much it's going up by, but it's getting to the point where if the rent goes up by more than probably $10, it's not worth living here anymore. So I might end up moving sooner rather than later. I've been meaning to do it for years, I've just never got round to it. But, like, the place I'm in now is not worth more than about $200 a week, honestly. How long have I been in my current place? Since late 2016. October 2016 I moved in here. So just over 4 years, which is actually terrifying. Now I think about it, that's fucking terrifying. Holy shit. That's like half as long as I lived in Newcastle in total. Excuse me while I have an existential crisis. Move inwards to the city or another state. Yeah, I want to move to a city. I really, like, the only reason I moved out here to the country was because it was convenient for flying and it was near my parents. And they basically bribed me to move here. I'm not a country person. I want to go back to the city. Choices on the table are either back to Newcastle, which I would like, but which may be a bit too expensive now because Newcastle's getting all fucking gentrified. The other option is more expensive to start with, but it's Canberra, so there's probably more opportunities there. And plus, there happens to be a very good Canadian bar in Canberra, which I know of. This is one of the limited airframes missions, by the way. So we just cost them a Harrier and 2 F5s. I'm not working from home at the moment. Like, I'm actually looking for, like, a full-on job. Probably part-time, because I can live off part-time income. I don't need full-time to get by, but I need an actual job at this point. I've been looking for one for a while, and there's just not that much where I live now, so I want to move to a city because the kind of stuff I'm interested in doing, there's just not any out here. And the stuff I have done previously is easier to do in a city as well, because I can use public transport.
точно. Мы летаем денно-ночно на свой вечный риск и страх. Наношу в планшете метку, там в квадрате, словно в клетке. Задыхается разведка в этих чертовых горах. Нам поставлена задача, вот еще бы нам удачи. Мы торопимся иначе, там полежит целый взвод. Запускаюсь без газовки, техник в старенькой спецовке. Хлопнет борт по законцовке, 2 грача идут на взлет. Мы не смотрим на пейзажи, надо быть всегда на страже. Между гор и скал виражем, эй, браток, не отставай. Выхожу из-за пригорка, осмотрелся я на горке. Ничего себе разборки, ну ведомый, не зевай. Эй, внизу, держись, пехота, начинается работа. Справа 30 пулеметы, мне земля в эфир орет. До ворот бросаю фабы, и на выводе не слабо. Словно я попал в ухабы, заполтала самолет. Трассера как паутина, маневрирую активно. Живописная картина, как Саврасова грачи прилетели. Выручаем, с огоньком нас здесь встречают. Вновь земля не отвечает, ну разведка не молчи. Я кручусь и кувыркаюсь, в 100-й раз я зарекаюсь. По прилету увольняюсь, чтоб не я 200-й груз. Нахрена пошел я в Каче, вот Ульяновск. Все иначе, был бы дом, машина, дача. И водил бы я арбуз. Грач, бедняга, изувечен, я за это им отвечу. И несутся мне навстречу ярко-красные шары. Чудеса еще бывают, я живой. Хоть попадают под глаза, мне разъедает. И не отправляю вниз подарки. Удержать попробую.
What the fuck is going on with the sound setup on my PC?
По которым молотком. Не попасть бы на
Dude, I don't know what the fuck is going on with this.
Я как уж на сковородке.
Although, there's one other thing I need to change. That push to talk. Discord might be causing issues as well. Which question was it? Sorry, I'll have to go back and re-answer everything. I don't know what the fuck SRS's problem is today. It's not one thing, it's another. Can't have a stream without any tech problems. No, that's not allowed. Oh, Centrelink helping out with the move? No. Imagine Centrelink helping with fucking anything. I doubt they will.
Дальний, ближний, вот бетонка. Парашют мой хлопнет звонко. За рулю уйду в сторонку. И меня не тормошить. Где-то бой.
So anyway, we landed nice and light with about 150-200 liters left in the tank. So, easy landing. Not enough for a go-round, but you almost never need go-rounds in this once you get used to it. Like, it's so easy to land.
They are gone. I killed one and the other one was killed by something I don't know.
Yeah, I killed the other one.
Sharehouse and ACT sounds comfy as. Yeah, as long as I can find the right people. I used to live in share houses for quite a while, but then I spent 2 years in a share house but in a separate flat, and then I've spent 4 years here by myself, so I don't know. I mean,
So there should be...
I kind of like living by myself because I don't have to worry about... I don't have to worry about, like, if I'm making noise at odd hours in the morning, which I tend to do because I stream in the early hours of the morning here. But at the same time, it's nice having other people in the flat, because then I know, like, if I'm not home, it's less likely that something will happen, like, it's less likely it'll catch fire or someone will break in or whatever and no one will be there to deal with it. And as well as that, they can kind of give me a necessary kick up the arse when I'm not maintaining the place like I should be. Yeah, the War Memorial Museum is really, really good. It's one of my favourite places to go. They also have the only BF-109 on Earth that retains its original paint job. That's the, it's the G10 or a G14. It's hanging from the ceiling in that hall, in the aviation hall.
If you want to look, fly low over the town, I'll watch the traces.
Yeah. If you lean in too close to him,
Roger
the
that.
alarms go off
I
too.
was thinking just that. I'll let you fly to town and see if something shoots at me.
Let me know if the mic goes off again, by the way, guys. I don't know why it's doing it. It shouldn't be, but...
Alright, I'm on my way.
Just one of those things, I guess. I don't know what I've done to offend it, but... such is life.
No tracers? I'm getting a warning from my 6 to 9 o'clock.
Richard Crags, thanks for the Prime sub. Appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream. We have some opposition now, at least. We've got 2 F5s and a C-101. I'm guessing the C-101 will be doing ground attack stuff. I mean, they can carry, I think, magics for missiles, but they're quite vulnerable. They're very slow and don't have any thrust. They're even worse off than the F5 in that regard. They turn well, but that's about all they do. So he's probably doing ground attack work, so we don't have to worry about him. He's an easy kill if I find him, though. The main concern is going to be those 2 F5s, who will probably be hunting either me or our helicopters. Try and protect the helicopter guys, because they are the ones actually getting the mission done. What is the Rossmum stance on VR and DCS? I don't know, I've never tried it. I mean, I could see sometimes where it would be useful to have, like, it'd be nice to have the depth perception, but at the same time, I like being able to ID stuff at long distance. I like having high resolution so I can read stuff, and because I'm a streamer, I prefer to not have my stream jumping around. So, I don't know, I'd have to try it before I can pass comment for sure. Pom seemed impressed, but he said there are certain areas where it's very lacking. So, I don't know. I think if the actual... One of the things that surprised me about what Pom said is the field of view is much more constricted than I thought it was. Like, the field of view is actually about as narrow as I have here, maybe even narrower. And he said it's like looking through binoculars. That is my big problem. When I think VR, I think I have better field of view,
I got
right?
killed by a F5. I'm sending in the tanks now.
I'm on the way back in. So if it had a wider field of view, I'd be a lot more interested. So field of view, resolution, and probably just optimization are the big things for me.
Yes.
The other thing I don't like is that I tend not to bind stuff to my HOTAS unless I need it directly in
Yeah,
combat.
they're all going.
And I don't really like having to bind basic aircraft functions to HOTAS. I'd rather just click them or have them on keyboard where they're out of the way. So a lot of the stuff in the MiG-21 is either on keyboard or I just click it. In VR, I'd have to bind that to HOTAS, right? And I'd find that kind of annoying. Yeah, I've heard that too, Jazz. Like I said, I'd love to actually try it in DCS, but I don't think I'd buy it, not until the tech matures a bit more, and even then I might not. It really depends. I think having the depth perception would be quite helpful. You'll notice in the MiG-21 quite often I fire missiles too far away because I'm trying to chase somebody and I'm zoomed in to see where they are, and it makes me miscalculate the distance. So actually having the depth perception would be good for missile shots, but I feel like not having the resolution would hurt in other areas. One thing Pom did say is he found it very interesting and very useful when he, you know, because he's able to use VR at the moment at Maple's place, to actually load up all the aircraft he owns in DCS and just fly them around for a bit and sit in them and get a feel for how big the cockpit actually is. Because in 2D, like, all of this looks decent sized, right? He said in 3D, these switches are tiny. Like, all of this shit's tiny, and this is actually, I've heard from other people, the instrument panel in the 21's further away than it looks. So he said for a sense of scale, it's very good. But, I'll be curious to see if Pom picks it up or not in the future, like actually as a more frequent thing rather than just a fun toy to play with. Because generally he's got the same sort of practical mindset as me. Yeah, he did. It was the nose section of a 21UM trainer, and the cockpit is very, very small. It's nice and snug, as I would say. Like, it's not tiny, but it's not big either. It's snug. I mean, I can roughly scale this cockpit because I own one of these sticks and I know how big it is. So, it is definitely not roomy. I forgot to warm my radar up, not that it matters because the radar's not working at the moment. So we definitely saw confirmation of what I've been suspecting for a few days, which is that if there's ground clutter on the screen, the radar doesn't render targets until they enter the ground clutter. So I'll have to forward that on to Hero. I did tell him that's what I thought it was, like, yesterday or the day before, but that's basically confirmation at this point. I'll see if I can get it like a clean track file. I don't like sending track files from gameplay sessions as bug reports because they have to go through like hours of gameplay to find the actual issue. But I'll see if I can set up like a mission where I can get a clean track file showing the problem. Are any of them roomy? Some cockpits are, yeah. Some cockpits are. But the 21 definitely isn't. And the BF-109 is even less so. The BF-109 cockpit's so small it looks cramped even in 2D. Hey Josh. How are you going today? Okay, I see I see 3 specks. One of them's a bit of dust. I see 2 specks out there, just past the smoke. 3 maybe. They might be helicopters, they might be ground units. Can't tell. Oh, I just made that problem worse, as usual. I hope you're feeling better soon, man. I had one of those days the other day. Doing alright today, though. Just tired. Didn't sleep real well. Yeah, 2020, I know, right? Having pre-existing depression in current year is a wild ride, let me tell you. Yeah, they do, Jazz. It's a paler blue. It's more like what the Su-27 has in DCS, but they do still have a shade of blue, put it that way. This is actually a darker, more blue tint than the Soviet MiG-21s usually had. This was, I think... So the MiG-21 we have is based off of a Yugoslav MiG-21, a Serbian ex-Yugoslav MiG-21. But the coloration of the cockpit, I believe, is based off a Bulgarian MiG-21, because the Bulgarians tended to use a much bluer paint. The Soviet MiG-21s are more teal, like actual teal in the cockpit. But really what color the cockpit was depended on what colors they had at hand when the aircraft was repainted and refitted. It varied quite a bit. I've actually seen photos of MiG-21S, which is a sort of second towards third generation MiG-21, and their black instrument panel with pale blue, like the MiG-19, which is interesting.
Multiple ground units issue command?
I wish.
No. Yeah.
Welcome to DCS.
I couldn't understand. Is it or is it
No,
not?
no, it's not.
Alright.
You'll have to
and,
assign waypoints one at a time.
Yeah, that's shitty. And whenever you, let's say you want to like leave a unit to do whatever you want it to do, is there any particular key you have to press?
You go back to spectator, I believe, and then reslot.
Holy fuck.
Yes, again, welcome to DCS, where nothing makes sense.
Oh, it's a shame. It's very greatly inefficient.
If they actually put some effort into combined arms, it would be amazing, but as it stands now, it's like playing World of Tanks, but without the polish.
Yeah.
I'm getting clean calls over the valley and I'm not seeing anything, so I'm just gonna hang around here until something pops up.
Yeah, I'm sitting on the tactical commander role and there's nothing.
Hey, Sully! Long time no see. Hope you've been keeping well, dude.
Beta R, are you on cop?
Combat Approved has some nice footage. It does. It could do without the propaganda, though. Like, I would probably watch more of Combat Approved if it didn't have the shouty man yelling, like, patent bullshit. Low-key. It's not even low-key, dude. It's fucking high-key propaganda. Why am I so slow? Wheels are up, flaps are up, speed brakes are in. Why am I so slow? What the fuck? I've been alright, dude. Getting through it, you know. Busy with school? Ah, that'll do it, man. That will do it. Jesus, she really doesn't want to accelerate. I mean, I know I'm climbing, but... Okay, come out of burner and level off. Amazed what Russia can build, what they do with what they have. Yeah, that's something a lot of people don't take into account. Like, for all the other shit that's involved, you have to remember that we're talking about a country that 100 years ago was a backwards agrarian shithole. Like, the speed at which they brought themselves into the modern world and were actually able to, in some respects, catch up to or surpass, you know, the US, which is Minecraft on peaceful mode. It's really impressive. Obviously, they sacrificed a lot to do it, and they have to do they have to do more with less. But a lot of their design philosophies are really well geared towards that exact philosophy of doing more with less. You know, they knew they had limitations in one area, so they advanced more in another that would help balance it out. Kind of like the radar-Erst duality. They were having issues with some of their radar sets, so they adopted Erst, right? Which the Americans had previously had but abandoned because they felt they didn't need it. Although one other thing is, people rag on Soviet electronics a lot. They're less advanced generally, but they're not badly built. Like, I have owned enough Soviet electrical stuff to know that they are well built, like really well made. They last fucking forever. They did have issues with quality control in production, but, you know, if you actually got a working example of something, it would work forever. Well made, easily repairable, logically laid out. At least for me, I know some people have issues with the way they design things. Oh, hang on. 167 for 30, huh? Ooh, we have a customer. Not that the radar's going to pick him up.
Got an F5. He just disappeared from
I see him. He's coming past one of the towns now. He's hugging the ridgeline.
Got Tally. There he is on your 12 o'clock, flanking left to right. 180 for 17, Angels.
He's on the deck. Yeah, I got Tally on him.
Yeah, he's right on the ridge.
Kub's firing. He's going evasive. Just gotta be careful I don't lose him over the mountains when the imposter .d renders.
He's cold, but not cold, still flanking.
Yeah, he dived into a valley to get away from the Kub. He's still coming around though.
Yeah, you're closing up pretty well.
I've lost Tally, but yep, I see him. He's still behind the same ridge.
He's still on your 12 o'clock.
I see him.
Likely flanking left or right.
Fox 2. Splash.
Good kill.
Oh, the timing on the song. A little bit more altitude back. Didn't even see him. I barely saw him, to be honest, like when I got close. And this is the thing, right? Because of the way the imposter spotting system works, you can see people from miles away in daylight.
For no presentation.
But,
No show.
when you get close and the imposter.d renders, then you have to spot the aircraft. It can be quite hard to do sometimes, especially against ground clutter like trees. But he went into burner, which helped me spot him. Classic blue team, get killed once and disconnect.
Yep. To be fair, they've been flying blind the whole time, so...
If only any of them could be asked to slap down an EWR. It takes like 10 minutes.
I would say a lot less than 10 minutes. That far, it's like...
I'm being generous.
10 clicks away. It's just 5 minutes.
Catch you later, Josh.
Drop the EWR and off you go.
Hope Kitty's alright.
It would have been nice if this...
I know, it's fucking SRS. It's fucking up my mic. I have no idea why. Hang on. Sorry about that, guys. Anyway, what is my most flown module? This one. This is my favorite module in the entire game. I have like 2 or 3 times more hours on this than the next highest, which is the Mirage. I like the Mirage 2000 a lot, but I mostly use it for dogfighting. There are a lot of modules I really like, but don't fly much, either because there's not many servers where they work, like the MiG-15 and the Sabre, or I'm very bad at them, like the F-14. But this is by far my favorite thing in the entire game. Like, just way ahead of anything else. Ready whenever? Alright, man. I might go land here, because blue team will fucking rage quit, and we'll fire it up. And then I can come back when blue team decide to put on their fucking big boy panties and actually play. Just avoid the negative Gs. I'm used to flying Spitfires in World War II sims, so I avoid negative G like the plague anyway. I hate negative Gs. They suck in real life too. Like, they really, really suck. The airframe doesn't like it, your body doesn't like it, don't do it. Just roll inverted and pull. It takes like probably 1/100th of a second longer. Especially in something with a good roll rate like this. I like men without their big boy pants. Yes, Gilson, I know. I know you do. Okay, we're gonna head back. We're gonna land. There is no opposition here because blue team are a bunch of cowards. So I'm going to do some co-op stuff with Sabre for a little while. He made a mission where we fly Su-33s off the Kuznetsov. We did a bit of a practice run of it yesterday, so we'll do another run of it today on stream. And then we'll see what else is going on multiplayer. I really wish blue players would stop quitting when we kill them. Or, like, they would learn to sling load so that when they have a disadvantage like this, because they don't have an EWR, we sniped it. In fact, Pokri specifically sniped it. They would actually be able to put up a new one and stop bitching. But asking too much, I guess. Is that mission available? You could probably ask him to upload it somewhere. But it's just something he made to play co-op. Lazy Man's autopilot. Deploy. Go ahead and turn the radar off. We're not going to need it where we're going. I can actually start shutting down the weapons-related systems because we're going to disconnect when we land, and there's nothing to fight anyway. We'll leave the IFF on for now. Why does that go? I think the RSBN's double bound. RSBN. Nav channel. Why? What am I hitting that makes it go up in channel? We're gonna get rid of that binding. In fact, I'm gonna get rid of all of these because I don't like using keyboard bindings for this stuff. I'd rather just click it. There we go. Of the Su-33, they need to make it high fidelity. I don't think they will anytime soon, but it would be nice to have a full fidelity flanker of some sort. Yeah, there's basically nobody else on, so we'll disconnect, we'll fly that mission with Saber, and we might end up doing some JDF or something just while we wait for this place to repopulate. We'll check out Blue Flag 60s and see if there's people on there. Might do Blue Flag 80s if it's populated. Unfortunately, their TAC view doesn't record client side, so I have no idea what it was that killed me last time that I was freaking out about. I think it was just a guy rippling off sparrows, but I interpreted it as like one sparrow following me to the ends of the earth. I wasn't really in a BVR mindset, shall we say, so it happens. I always struggle a bit when I go on Blue Flag because I'm just not used to it. You'll notice in Trolling Thunder I find it much easier to do BVR stuff, just because I know the layout of the mission better, and I generally know what I'm up against. Do EWRs respawn on their own, or do they need to be manually redeployed? They need to be manually redeployed. So sniping the enemy EWR is a good way of fucking them over for however long it takes one of them to get sick of it and jump in a helicopter. Okay, where's the airbase? There's the airbase, right there. Still got plenty of fuel. We're sitting on 1,000 liters, which is way more than we need at this point. In Discord, I'll hop over once I'm landed. Okay, we'll go ahead and hand fly the rest of the way in. Let's actually switch that into landing mode. Oh, someone actually connected. Will they go blue? I don't know. But I'm gonna hop out anyway so I can fly with Saber. Guys, give me a reality check here, right? I'm not just talking out of my ass, right? I am right about blue disconnecting when they have a hard time. Because you guys have seen me. I've only, like, if I'm really badly outnumbered and just getting fucked over and over in spawn, I'll disconnect, but if we lose our EWR, I will deploy a new one. Or, like, if we're losing the ground battle, I'll switch to combined arms or helicopters or something. Like, I don't understand the mindset of, oh, I got shot down in air-to-air combat, better disconnect. Like, don't do it. It's no fun for anybody. I'm the kind of person that even after it's clear my team is lost, I will still try, you know. Because A, it's more fun, and B, you never know, you might clutch it at the last second. It's always worth trying, and this is something I used to hammer on when I played World of Tanks, you know, because a puppy team would see a failure cascade happen on one flank and they just roll over and die. And they tell you, oh, like, I'm gonna quit back to garage or whatever. It's like, no, what the fuck are you doing? Keep fighting. Like, I've pulled out, and I've seen even more people pull out ridiculous games that they should never have won, but they somehow did, because they persevered. They got lucky, or they just played it through pure skill, and they won. You know, you won't find out if you don't try. I really find it obnoxious, honestly. Like, straight up obnoxious to just declare you've lost and roll over and quit. Won't we organise some kind of event between each other? Got lots of Turkish friends we can play together? Get them to play on this server. If we could get this server, like, really populated, that'd be really good. I think Turkey operated F5s. I don't know if it still does, but you guys could all jump in F5s and we could all jump in MiG-21s. I find it easier to just tell people to hop on the servers I play. Like, I'm really bad at organising and planning things, so it's easy to just say, look, get on this server, and we can have, like, coordinated flights flying against each other, you know? What's not I think it is representative, though, because it's the same thing. The same kind of people play World of Tanks as play this. Like, some of the worst players in World of Tanks, in real life, you wouldn't think they'd be like that. Like, I got really far into kind of analysing World of Tanks players and how the game played out, and it was really... You find some interesting stuff. When you stare into that abyss long enough, you find some interesting stuff staring back at you. But in World of Tanks, just as in DCS, it was largely an attitude thing. I knew people who were 48% players, you know, like, as in, they won 48% of their games, which is worse than a coin flip. I knew people with 46% win rates. You know, if you get below about 47% win rate in World of Tanks, it means you're doing something to actively hurt your team. It means you lose more than you win, and there's about a 2% or 4% rather draw margin, or there was on the NA server back when I used to play. If you end up with worse than about a 47% win rate, it means you're actively harming your team just by being on it. Like, you are passively, just by being present, causing your team to lose. And I knew people who were like that, and it was all attitude, because as soon as they finally stopped being aggressively bad and listened to better players who were telling them, look, man, all you need to do is just, like, realize you're causing problems for your team and work on improving your gameplay. And when they actually sat up and listened, some of them ended up with 60% win rates, because they actually were not bad players, they were just, the attitude wasn't there. You know, as soon as they decided to actually put some effort in, they started winning. What was my win rate? It was like, I think it was like 59 or 60. I used to play platoons a lot. Solo, my win rate was probably more like 55-ish. Like, I wasn't amazing, but I was, I think, in like the top 0.5% of the server or something. That's kind of depressing. Like, when somebody who is not that far above average is that high up the, you know, up the ladder, I guess you could say. But yeah, it was all attitude stuff, really. All you had to do was want to actually win, and you would win. You ever tried very low vis approach with the 21? I've done a couple. I've done quite a few night landings in this. As long as the runway lights are on, night landings are fucking easy, honestly. The lowest vis approach I've done was in thick fog, and I had probably about half the visibility I have now, like from here to the runway, half the distance, that was visibility. So I just flew it on instruments until I came in over the inner marker, and then I flew it visually. actually a little slow on the approach here. Oh, this guy's hopped in an F5. I feel really bad to deny him a fight, but I'll just say in chat that I'll be back later. We're actually a little fast and a little high now. Slap her down, because I'm not too concerned about soft landings at this point. I just want to get on the ground. Did I actually pop my chute? No, I did. Oh! DCS didn't like that. %. Okay, so it's not SRS. It is apparently OBS, which is fucking fantastic, because that means I'd have to restart it to get it working again. Anyway, as I was attempting to say, yeah, I know it got frustrating. If you ever used to watch Hardest on Twitch, like way back in the Grimdarks, back in like 2012 to 2014, I think he used to stream, I was usually in platoon with him. Hardest was like my go-to platoon mate, and like the collective blood pressure we got from playing World of Tanks together was ridiculous. I actually wonder if my mic cable might be loose. Okay, well he's got someone to fight now, so I don't feel so bad. We'll just let the aircraft run. Give me a moment, guys. I will very quickly restart OBS. And hopefully that will solve the mic issue, although I have my doubts. And hopefully we can do this without the stream dropping. Maybe. Just as soon as I find where OBS is on the process list. Okay, there we go. We should be back now. I had a bit of a hiccup there. OBS didn't want to connect when I restarted it, but we should be good. Hopefully. I don't know if that's going to split the VOD. I hope not, but it probably will. Okay, let me hop in Discord. It might not have fixed the problem, just let me know if it keeps doing it. Hello, hello. Oh wow, you're really quiet, hang on.
What about this?
Yeah, that's better.
I just moved the mic closer to my face.
Ready when you are.
Yeah. The server's not up. It'll be here in a moment. And it's up.
Frankly, enjoyed warships way more than I ever enjoyed tanks.
I keep forgetting
I
to
enjoyed
change
them
my
both,
name.
to be honest. I was better at tanks than I was at warships. Oh shit, hang on. We gotta swap planes, you're in mine.
Oh,
There we go. Okay, I am in slot. So this, despite the stream title, this is a PvE mission. I'll be back to the PvP after.
so I tested it yesterday, and apparently I was in an actual I brought this up on the multiplayer server, but since I was the only one in, the wheel holdbacks went down automatically, so it's only if there's other people in the server
You have to press,
you have to press the button.
So we are on the remodeled Kuznetsov. The superstructure looks amazing, but the hull could use a little more love, I feel. This is a different site, indeed. Let me make sure my noticeable steering's on. I'll let Saber line up and get sorted, and then I'll taxi out.
I just think it's hilarious that
You
we can
invented the
still
carrier
go from the
ramps?
short ones if we wanted to.
I don't actually know. I suspect the Brits were the first to widely employ it, but
I guess
I don't
there's
know who
enough
actually
win
invented them.
for it. But I'll let you taxi out behind me before I put my wings down.
Royal Navy Harriers, please? Yeah. Yeah,
forget you
I'm
gotta
really
do
keen
the-
for the Sea Harrier.
Comms.
Ah, yes. Thanks for a reminder, I actually forgot. Whatever they use in the Falklands, Sea Harrier FRS-1, which is what Razbam are planning to do. One of many
I
things
keep
Razbam are
forgetting
planning
to press
to
F12 to make the thing go away to go back to my cockpit view. Alright, flaps down. Everything's good.
Yeet!
знал, что нас ждет. Третьи сутки в пути.
We're gonna have to use the cheater view to figure out when my wheels are in the right spot. Actually, you know what? I could probably just request takeoff now, if it'll let me. There we go. And then just taxi forwards until I hit the stops. I think they do, but it just doesn't have it in DCS. Is the JBD up? No, it's not. I'm not far enough forward, I guess. Should be now. Yeah, there we go. So you can see those chocks come up to hold the wheels back. There we go. Ramp up the power. Full burner, and you.
Oh man, this view's great.
Yeet!
And you should see me right off your nose.
Yep. Car 27 when? I want to believe. Hey Mauricio. Russian music? Yep. I've got a mix of stuff on this playlist, but it's mostly Russian. A lot of like punk and rock and stuff from either late Soviet Union or the 90s. Oop, that's not the right switch. I'll try and stay roughly off Saber's wing. Or not off his wing, but I'll keep him there.
How many frames are you getting?
That's pretty smooth.
I'm at 110. So nice.
The previous song, I think it was Soldat, wasn't it? I was actually only half listening to it, but I think it was Soldat. This one is When the Sun Hits by Slowdive. Oh, that is a beautiful sight, dude.
Yeah, it is.
You picking up anything on radar yet?
No, I got something on my RWR roughly to our 11 o'clock.
It's 12 for me, yeah. Got it.
Where?
Just slight left to the nose. About 75 kilometers. 2 ship, I've got lead.
One's blind.
Set radar -1 elevation. Range to 100. Or range radar to 40, range
Got him.
scale to 100. Yep, take the trailing man.
I got one. Blind on the other. Got them both.
Don't run too far ahead, I'm still behind you. Going single target track on
I'm
lead.
locked. Got the trailer.
Hey Seal. We made blue team quit Cold War, so playing Saber's mission until it fills back up. I'm gonna hold my shot for a minute.
Box one.
Box too long. Box 1.
Box two.
Splash mine.
Mine's still up. It's turning back hot. Splash. Just Fox 2'd as well. Alright, he's dead. Let's climb for Angel so that way we're above the Strela so we can get eyes on.
No, R-73's a Fox 2. I shot an R-27 ET, then an R-27 ER as a pair. I didn't shoot any of my R-73s.
Switching to air to ground.
But yeah, in Russian it would all just be Pusk. You wouldn't... There's no Fox codes in Russian. I'm blind on you. I'm just coming in over the river now. Like right where that little island in the delta is. I'm passing over that on the left side.
I'm passing the delta on the right side. I'm at 5,000 meters.
Visual. I'm off your 9 directly. Go out.
Visual.
Yeah, Pusk just means launch.
Tally Sanaki.
Mm-hmm. Okay, it looks like we got one in the trapezoid, like between the runway and the taxiway, main taxiway.
No
Row
eyes.
of aircraft lined up. And I think I see something by
Definitely
the
want to make sure
approach radar.
we definitely want to make sure we get that Strela first.
Yeah, I suspect I see it.
Probably gonna use bombs on that. Alright,
We're
yep, I
using
see
big brain
something,
references here.
But there's something directly behind the aircraft on the taxiway
Yeah, I see
on
that.
the north side of the runway.
Do you want to take that? I'll take the other unit I saw.
Hold on, let's try and get better eye first. There's something on the south end of the runway. I see something at about midway up.
I'm gonna roll in on mine.
Copy. I'll be high cover looking for... I'll look for missiles on you. Good kill.
I'm off. Imagine remembering to turn your jammer on.
Okay, I'm in. I just saw a secondary.
Remember as well, there'll be searchlight trucks at the ends of the runway.
I'm on the Shilka behind the 29s. Russ? I'm kind of mad now. Because that thing I hit is now in a big fuck off crater and it's still alive. I can't hear you, by the way. I think your mic's fucked again. Shack the Shilka. Yeah, I think your mic's fucked somehow.
How's that? Can you hear me now? I had to unplug and replug it. Hopefully it works. Yeah, it's been playing up all day.
Well, assuming you can still hear me, I see a Shilka
He can't hear me because Discord's
on
fucked.
that main taxiway, north end, towards the very end, between two hangars, just behind him. So if you look on that big taxiway, go to the very last two hangars on the west end. You'll see it right behind him and between.
Yeah, I see it. Hopefully that solves the problems. I don't know, maybe the cable was loose or something, but... Oh, no. There we go. Very annoying.
Good kill. I'm in on the MiG.
How's our fuel doing? 2,900. That's plenty. Ooh, good effects. We'll roll in on those MiGs as well with our big bombs. I think we got Betab 500, so these are concrete piercing bombs. They're going to fuck up the taxiway as well as the aircraft on it. We're slightly offline, but that's okay. There's a bit of wind drift anyway. Get some altitude, because those boys have a big blast radius. Oh! Oh!
Oh shit, you just killed like 3 in one pass, it looked like.
That did the trick.
Either that or I got some of them too, but good job.
That did the fucking trick.
I'm tally on you, I'm to your 7 o'clock, slightly low, now 6. I'm running in on that last guy.
Look at the fucking smoke. Holy fuck. I'll catch up on chat in a minute, guys. I just don't want to fly into a mountain or something. We can catch up on the way back. Strafing run. I'm gonna have to come around the other side because I can't see through that smoke. There we go, I can see him from here.
He's still alive.
And that is a destroyed airfield.
It's on fire. He'll die. Yep. And I didn't face plant this time.
Saber had a whoopsie last time we ran the mission when he was strafing. It happens to the best of us. It happens to me all the fucking time. When I try and strafe stuff, it usually ends badly. We can kill the ECM, we don't need it anymore. Honestly torn between the Vigan 19 P47 for next module. Have they fixed the Vigan flight model yet? It's still over speeds. The damage model's also still broken. The Vigan's a really nice module, and when you use it for what it's actually designed for, which is air-to-ground, like, pre-planned strike, it's fucking excellent.
I'm just blocking you up so I can catch up.
But yeah, it still has
Tally,
issues.
6 o'clock.
It might be a while before they're
Not too far
fixed.
out.
I don't know. Heat Blur seem to be focusing on the F-14A still. P-47, I've heard, at least has engine management now. It didn't when it released. I don't know otherwise about the quality of that module. I haven't got it. The MiG-19 is quite nice. It has some minor persistent bugs, which will hopefully get fixed soon-ish. But it's a lot of fun to fly.
Circus Rod 4 Rossbaum in Su-33 killed unknown in Su-33. You fuck up your plane there or something? Just a DCS-ism.
Wonder if someone can make a mod to thin out the HUD display and correct the color to be more in line with the real thing. For which aircraft? What, for this or something? What server are you on? Saber's server. He's running a co-op mission. Oh, bit of stutter there. How many RAM do you have and what's your GPU? Specs are there. Have they fixed the flight model using ground speed instead of indicated airspeed? I thought that was an F5 issue, not a Vigan issue. It might be a Vigan issue, I don't know. Yep, I'm in the Su-33. Okay, we'll level off here.
Coming up on your right.
There he is. Look at this beauty. Oh, I didn't get rid of my rocket pods. That's a Kodak moment there. It has been a Vigan issue at least, yeah. I don't know if they fixed that then.
Hello.
Hello, fellow gamer. He can't hear me on Discord because my mic fucked up, but... Don't often see carrier-ups with rocket planes on Twitch, I know. Which is a shame, because the Su-33 is a beautiful aircraft.
Just one of those fun days, I guess.
Climbing. Still have a little trouble trimming
just reverted your audio input to like some default like webcam shit or something. I just changed that in the settings.
There's old Smokey. She actually isn't as smoky as she used to be. It might just be because I'm using the smoke mod, but back when I first started flying the Su-33, you could spot Kuznetsov from the horizon by smoke. Like, it was ridiculous. And realistic.
Okay.
The 33 really is a gorgeous aircraft. I prefer the 27, but I can't lie, the 33 has some fucking smooth lines.
I hope you saw that.
Do you mind if people join your comms? I mean, you won't be able to hear me at the moment anyway, because my my mic's fucked. Well, my Discord's fucked, rather. It's because Kuznetsov running by heavy oil. I think it's just she's not that well maintained. But probably also like really shit grade bunker. Coal? Yeah. Wait, unironically, she still burns coal? Good god.
I think I'm gonna go for an overhead brake just cause fuck it.
I'm going to take the opportunity to quickly, tab out and sort Discord. And Discord wants to update, because of course it does. At least, unlike Armor, when I tab out a DCS, you guys should still be able to see the game window. Like, it doesn't freeze like Armor does. There he is. Hey, like those MiGs at the museum? Dude, that museum looks fucking awesome. I wanna go there. I couldn't believe, like, I knew that F-14 was big, but I could not believe just how big it was. Because Pom is not a small guy, and holy fuck, that jet dwarfs him completely. Cold War's completely blue-free right now? Yeah, because I scared them all away. Cowards. What museum? Pom was streaming from, the Naval Air Station Pensacola Museum. He's down there with Maple at the moment. Because that's of his steam turbines. I know it's steam turbines, but what are they burning to get the steam? Because God, she's smoky. Destroy some F-14s? No, just F-5s. I baited one into a Cub site because I didn't realize he was behind me. But yeah, just the usual, and they couldn't hack it, as usual, so they all left. Oh, come on. Korchak! Hey man! Thanks for the raid, welcome everybody. Give me a second to just sort my Discord out here.
Hear you.
What the fuck? It's not even picking up my microphone. Oh, no, there we go. Okay, it should be good now.
A short final.
It's not on push to talk, but whatever. True Chads use voice act anyway. Hope you had a good stream, Korchak. We're doing a little bit of Su-33 while we wait for Blue Team to stop being cowards and shitting themselves and fill Cold War back up. Been absolutely loving the 60s Cold War. I haven't tried the Blue Flag Cold War yet, but I probably will. Especially if Alpins doesn't fill back up.
Oh god. I forgot to request landing.
Did you make it down okay? Oh, that's
I'm going around.
yeah, that's alright. I still got decent fuel, so I'll just chill out up here.
That was a beautiful approach too.
Yeah.
No, you go ahead.
You sure? What's your fuel state?
Oh, I'm at 1900.
Oh, what the fuck? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you go for it. Don't forget to request landing. And plus and this way you can watch my sexy overhead brake. Yeah, I barely use burner at all.
We're gonna be way off glide slope. We're actually a bit high. Just eyeballing it as usual. Okay, we're starting to get some glide slope symbology coming in. We gotta request landing so they take all the fucking jack staff and stuff off the ship so we don't fly into it.
As Ross learned the hard way.
Mm-hmm.
Or I guess very nearly did.
Yeah, I narrowly missed it with one wingtip. I was like, oh, okay. Well, they're not gonna give me fucking landing clearance yet, which is...
I can do a quick flyby of the boat to see if they removed it, because I think just, like...
I'm just gonna spam the
I think
landing
they
clearance
do it.
until they do. Like, until they respond.
How far out are you?
4.5 Ks.
I'll do a quick flyby for you.
It looks like it's gone, but it might not be, like the LOD might not have loaded. Flaps, gear, hook. We are set for landing. Still high and fast, but we can kind of round it out down the bottom here. We'll do another request landing just to make sure. I think they've removed it.
There you go.
There we go. Got to remember that
Oh, I see.
Su-33 has quite long, gangly undercarriage. It's about 2 meters of extra length. So I've got to make sure I've got more than 2 meters coming over the ramp. And I think we caught the last wire.
Alright, let me know when you're parked and can watch my... It's a shame you didn't get to see my last one, because my last break and my approach was gorgeous.
I don't know if I'm going to have room to turn here. We'll go the other way.
And just go off to the side, it'll be fine. It's not like it matters.
Whatever, they'd have to tow my plane out, but...
As long as you're clear of the deck so I can land.
Oh, they won't do wheel chocks on this? Interesting.
Alright, I'm coming in for my overhead.
Oh, my flaps are down, apparently. I guess they go down automatically when you fold the wings.
Yeah, if you look at it, the flaps have to be down when you fold the wings, or else they'll hit the vertical stabs.
What's the key... Oh, yeah. What's the keybind to go to the deck view?
F9.
That is conveniently
F9,
my track
and then for the LSO platform, left alt F9.
There we go. Oh, it's just off the edge of the deck.
Coming into the overhead. Yeah. Coming into the overhead. And in the break.
Beautiful. Control F9? Let's try that. No, doesn't want to do it. I wonder if I can move this view. No, I can't. Okay, never mind. Way to go! There he is. This is Saber's personal server at the moment, Korchak. I was on Cold War 47 to... Was it 47 to 91? Numbers are hard. But blue team all left because they didn't like being shot down. So we were going to run this mission on stream, so I thought, what an opportune time to do it when there's no opposition on Cold War.
I'm a bit long in the groove. I didn't pull as hard as I should have.
Because Nets have a helipad, they just landed on one of these points on the deck. It would normally carry, I think, a couple of car 25s or 27s. Also had the opportunity to get a tour at the F-21 airbase with a Gripen pilot. Got to climb in a Gripen and sit in the chair. Nice. I have yet to sit in any sort of fighter jet. I've sat in a C-47 piloting command seat, but I've not sat in a warbird or a fighter jet. Not that I can remember. Maybe I did when I was very young. Probably not. I've sat in various tanks, but I'm sorely behind on aircraft. Isn't realistic because Nets isn't on fire. I know, right? No crane smashed
there's
across
plenty
the deck.
of black
0 out
smoke
of
for
10.
it.
No, you're putting out a fair bit yourself. Not quite MiG-29 levels, though. Looking a little low, a little low. Power, power. Good. Hold that. Bit more. Oh! Perfect. Almost. That was a hook skip, I think. So, do what you did before, but just give it a touch more power as you come over the back of the deck. Because you touched down right on the, like, the actual start points, and you bounced over the hook, or bounced over the cable, rather.
It's a shame I couldn't get my first go in there, because it was a beautiful approach. Like, it was as perfect as it gets.
What a beautiful aircraft. Saber made this mission.
Now let's see if I can not spend like 10 minutes in the group this time.
Yeah, Saber made this one. Su-33 is FC3? Yes, correct. Why would you be shot down in air combat sim? I know, right? The cheek of me shooting down those poor innocent F5s that were trying to fucking hell camp our THARP and kill our helicopters. How could I do such a thing? Yeah, you get it with the super carrier as well. Left for lineup.
I'm not even... Now I'm lined up. Now I'm right.
I wish I was actually, like, along the length of the deck. It's hard to judge your height, like your approach slope. Looking good. Touch of power, touch of power. Just a little bit. Perfect! 3-wire. Or 2-wire, actually. Yeah, 2-wire. It's numbered the other way around.
Good enough for government work.
To know all the stuff I got, but I dumped 105 bucks on modules. Oh no. Oh no. This is how it begins, dude.
So he got 2 modules?
Oof.
It's sad but true, and you know it.
3. Well, good value for money there.
I'll just park right here next to you because I can. F is for friends who do stuff together. U is for you and me. It is for anywhere, anytime at all down here in the deep blue sea. Do you get that reference at all?
No, actually.
F is for fire that burns down the whole town. U is for uranium bombs. It is for no survivors down here in the deep blue sea. It's from SpongeBob.
There we go, yeah. I have a shameful admission. I was deprived as a child. I never actually really watched SpongeBob.
Yeah, well, I haven't watched a lot of shows
Look at
that
that
other
beauty.
people watched anyway, so...
Yeah,
Yeah,
likewise.
it's a real good looking jet. That was fun.
I'm looking at the boat,
That was
dude.
a lot of fun.
The jet's good looking too, but I'm looking at the boat.
Oh.
I think they could put a little more polish into a hull. Like, the hull textures especially just seem kind of, like, not really a lot of effort went in, but the superstructure and the deck look really, really good. And yeah, it needs more smoke. And the funnel needs to be more dirty. Do the VLS work? I think they do. Polar was saying that he was parked on it the other day when he saw it actually blasting missiles at something.
You
So-
want to do some JDF?
Yeah, sure. Just give me a minute. So these things... Oop. Did you take the server down?
yeah.
It's alright. So the
Sorry.
ones you could see there, the tube-looking things, are actually rotary launchers for S300s. So you have 7 S300s per launcher, and you've got 24 of them. So literally 24/7 S300s. SA-10s if you speak NATO. Although it's probably SA something else because it's a navalized, improved version. Then you've got VLS tubes for anti-ship missiles on the actual ramp. Like, if you look really closely at the ski jump, you'll see the outlines of hatches. Those are anti-ship missiles. So she's got a lot of firepower. And it's more in line with the Soviet theory of carrier design. It's heavy aviation cruiser. So it's basically a big missile cruiser with a flight deck, pretty much. And that was also how they got round the treaties which prevent capital ships from passing through the Bosphorus Strait. Did they model the doors opening? I think they did. I haven't seen it myself, but I think they did. Go on the German one, better ping.
I can't find it.
Just search
All I can
for-
see is the Greek one.
It should
I did.
be up. Just refresh it. Just Dogfight B2.
This is like the 3rd time I've refreshed it.
That is interesting. Let me refresh and see if maybe it just went down or something. Imagine going off on those as you turn final, yeah. Ah, it might actually have just gone down. Because, yeah, I'm only seeing the Greek one as well.
I just so happen to have a dogfights mission on my server.
You wanna
I
jump
don't
in and
have-
fuck with the
I
puppies,
don't-
though?
Sure. Props are
Up to you.
Korean.
See you around, gonna rack. Sleep well, man. Thanks for the raid
don't-
again. And, I'll catch you around.
I don't feel like flying 20 miles in a prop plane just against the action, so I'm gonna fly a Saber.
Gotcha.
I'd actually be surprised if there... Nope, there's no 1v1 areas, just as I thought.
We've got a Mirage in the guns area. And an F-15.
One guy on blue.
One on each. Mirage on red, F-15 on blue.
Should I fly the A-10 instead?
Why not?
Okay, then I'm gonna hop on blue because it's not on red for some reason.
I'll take a 29.
And then I got
29A out. Is that Saber? That looks suspiciously like an A10. Oh, I'm being locked.
I'm
Yeah.
being locked by a 29.
That's me. I think the UFO is somewhere behind me.
Come turn with me, Ross. You know you wanna.
Nah, the fucking UFO is after me. He wants me bad. Look at that thing point its fucking nose, dude. Oh.
What, the 15?
Yep, my teammate's after him. And he's fucking hit me. God, I hate the fucking F-15 in this server. It's miserable. You cannot beat it. You literally cannot beat it, no matter what you do.
Unless you beat it.
Actually,
I am looking for your respawn.
you know what I owe some people?
Oh shit.
If you can't beat them, join them, as the saying goes.
Meanwhile, I just did an A10.
Let's land on this runway. Dump all my speed. There we go. That's how you dump all your speed quickly.
Can a Mirage fly slower than an A10?
Yes.
That is the question.
He won't want to sustain it for long, but he can. Although I don't know how it'll fare against the new A10 flight model.
I love flying A10s and like these meme planes and servers like this because like you can't really lose no matter what you do. Like even if you get shot down, it's like congratulations, you shot down an A10.
That's a crater. There we go. We survived. We survived the car loss. That wasn't actually car loss, it's some random, but... Anyway, I owe at least 2 or 3 people a UFO run, so here we go. Once again, if you can't beat them, join them. We're going to slap that on. We're going to put the markers on because I don't know how the fuck to IFF in close combat mode in this. And we're going to find something and kill it. Fight that 15 to Tomcat any day, never seen it compete. The thing is, the 15 in DCS just has so much nose authority and can fly at such low speed, it's basically easy mode. Like, it can outslow the Mirage a lot of the time, and that is not easy to do. If you're fighting a really bad F-15, you'll probably beat it with the Tomcat.
Are you low on the deck?
I wouldn't.
Spiking me?
Yeah, that's probably me. The other guy's behind me.
I see you.
Where the fuck is he? I don't see him. I see my teammate.
Don't think I won't heads on you.
Oh, there he is. He's fucking chasing me. Hello, fellow gamer. Oh, look, I can do that too now. Whoop, a little bit of opposite rudder because I'm too slow. Get fucked. I gotta speed up my response on the rudder in this. Once I master that, I can at last be invincible. But I don't quite kick the nose quickly enough in the 15. So I tend to get a bit of a wing drop and then I've got to overcorrect it. Who's this nerd behind me?
Your buddy shot my wing off. Or did I get team killed?
No, it was the Mirage. He was sitting on your tail the whole time. I may have been intentionally baiting you. Yeah, I know. At least it's only 2 versus 2. Usually it's like 10 versus 1. Where'd that 15 go? Oh, there he is.
You know the sad thing is that guy is probably like, oh, I killed an A10, I'm so good.
Let him have his moment, Saber. For some people, that is an achievement. Hornet's doing face shots. The Hornet at least should be able to... Like, the thing is, the Hornet doing face shots is actually its thing. The F-15, if you actually watch people like Guido, who flew it in real life, if you watch them fight in a 15, they rate fight. They fly it like you'd fly a Viper, and they do really well with it. But just because it has such good low-speed handling in DCS, and because it has so much ammo, people do the car loss instead. I think I may have clipped my teammate there.
You did.
Well, he fucking had it coming. Did he just fucking... Oh, that was you. Oof. Oh my god! Look, I didn't need that anyway. I still have a gun. This F-15's still flying somehow. There we go. We'll liberate him of a stab.
Oh, one of your team? That freaking Mirage.
We've got a cripple fight happening
He's
here.
just griefing me at this point.
Oh, bye-bye. Bro, how the fuck did you save that? What? No way! Oh, no, he didn't save it. Never mind. This plane is so stupid.
ACS failure.
I'm gonna go land this one and grab a new one that's not broken.
Like, that Mirage is actually just griefing me at this point.
Radar failure.
Welcome to JDF.
He don't go for no one else.
Failure.
Of course he goes for the weakest dude.
He seems to be
I
like
love it.
half-assedly committing on the F-15, but he never actually gets into a position to kill him. Yeah, that's true. But the thing is, Americans don't do face shots in general because it's risky, and it's like the Americans are single-mindedly focused on flying perfect BFM, so to speak. Because in real life, you don't have the luxury of respawns, so sometimes, you know, passing up the opportunity for a crazy snapshot is worth it if it means that you don't inadvertently put yourself in a position where if you miss, you're fucked. You know, if you miss some of the shots I take, I'm out of energy and I have no comeback from it. And in real life, that's a problem, whereas in DCS, it's not. Oh, I only had one wheel, I guess. This is fine.
Ha, got him. So one of my favorite tricks in the A10 is if I can't quite get the nose authority, I'll use the gun recoil to help me get extra nose authority.
Yeah, we're a bit broken. HUD is for Virgin, yeah. Yeah, who needs a HUD, right? IFF in this, I think, places David Starr below lockbox for friendly. Ah. Actually, let's see.
If it's a friendly, it crosses out the
Yeah, no, it crosses out.
target box. I can't tell if this is an F-15 or a Mirage locking me because y'all are right next to each other.
Did you count it downhill head-ons? I just avoid head-ons as much as possible. If I see someone trying for a head-on, I'll, like, roll and jink out of it.
Hello, Ross!
Hello!
Lights on! Oh, there you are.
UFO power! That was filth.
Golden shower! I'm
Yep.
fine.
Oh, hang on, the F-15 wants a piece of this as well.
The A-10 still wants a piece of this.
I know. Hang on, I gotta deal with Carlos Jr. over here.
You are Carlos Jr. Ross. What are you talking about?
No, I'm only doing this because chat made me do it, alright? It's involuntary, therefore I am not
You
Carlos
have
Jr.
become the Carlos.
You were meant to destroy them,
Oh, I'm
not join
spinning
them. Yeah, I shot your tail up pretty good. You're probably missing some important bits.
No, but I was gonna say, you made the channel point an option, so it's voluntary enough.
God damn it. Oh, this guy's running away. What a hero. Why are you running, coward? He's doing that teleporty bullshit as well. God damn it, ED, fix your netcode, please. He's using his best UFO instincts. When threatened, run away in full burner. He's forgotten I have the exact same plane, so I can keep up with him. Now he's going to try and force an overshoot. Oh my god, what the fuck is this teleporting? Didn't help you, did it?
I was on your freaking tail, but this stupid fucking Mirage. I hate this guy, I really do. I just want to have some fun in my A10.
Well, he wants to stop you having fun in your A10.
If he wants to be a shitter, I'll be a shitter with him.
Just jump into 15, bro. GG, easy. At the end of the day, we are all Carlos. Okay, that's the Mirage down there. I don't even remember when I bound half the fucking controls in this jet too, so I don't know how to go back to BVR mode. Oh, not that it matters. Hello. Is that my own shadow? Yes, it is. Hello. There's Carlos Jr. spraying in the fucking merge. What a hero.
And this guy kills me and then just immediately despawns and respawns. I think he's going for me.
Probably. Now I've got him on my tail, so I'm gonna have trouble getting rid of him without getting shot. Because anything I can do, he can do as well. God, he is such a bad shot! Holy fuck.
This big brain Mirage brought his nose on me instantly in the merge, but bled all his speed to do it, so I just went up.
Bingo fuel.
No, 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 no. Don't fight me on this F-15. Do not fight me on...
Why the fuck isn't my gun fire? Master arms turned off. Of course it is. I had a shot too. Fuck you, I'm running. Cause this Mirage pilot isn't even that good. He just bleeds all his speed instantly, and I'm just like, fine, I'm just gonna go up. Oh god, your mic's messed. Oh no!
Okay, so you guys can hear me, but Saber can't. This fucking F-15 dude...
No, I can hear you. I
Oh.
can hear you, but your mic's like doing the super loud thing.
Oh, okay. It's because I unplugged and replugged it. I don't know why it keeps cutting out. This fucking F-15 dude, he has no concept of what lag pursuit is. He's just lead. 100% lead, 100% of the time. What a fucking hero. And he's such a bad shot. Whoopsies! I nearly flew him into the ground like... Whoop, there we go. 3 or 4 times. Because he doesn't know how to fucking go into lag. Was that you in the F-16?
Yes.
This plane is just so stupid. So stupid.
Yeah, I'm just tired of this Mirage.
Very good timing, Jeff. Very good timing.
Like, I'm just gonna accelerate it away.
Reserve your nickname, I know, right? Don't want to be impersonated on Just Dogfight. Oh no.
No, it's for the It's for the area. It's for the reserve slot on the 1v1.
Oh yeah. God, I do not remember what any of my fucking binds in this cursed machine are. I'll look at the Space Cadet.
Yeah, I'm just getting away from this Mirage because
Yeah, I see him.
he's not even good.
I don't know where they are.
Like,
15 is.
his entire thing is just pouncing people. Like, that's all he's doing is just pouncing people.
Yeah.
Well, this is actually my altitude record in DCS, 62,000 feet.
Oh, bro, rookie numbers. Got to get up into the 80s. Mine,
Yeah,
mine
I mean, I've
yesterday
never
was
had a reason to go that high.
83,500,
66,000,
and that was combat loaded.
69,000.
Nice.
Yep, I got up to 69,000.
Let's see if old mate follows me into
You can
comms.
see.
Part of the other reason I have markers on in the 15 is because I'm so bad with this thing's radar, I can never find anybody.
And just as I predicted, the Mirage couldn't keep up.
Okay, Saber's tracking me. I don't see
Is
this
that you?
15.
I'm looking for the Mirage.
Yeah, that's me. Oh, there's the 15. He's on the deck playing by himself. Playing with himself, possibly.
There's the Mirage.
Hello, Mr. F-15. Let's play. So much pressure suit, yeah. Any moment now, we will see the Carlos. Oh my god, he's Carlos spraying from there. This guy's like 5 miles out. Vertical. He actually hit me, which is impressive. Look, there are people who are good at the F-15, but I'm going to go on record again and say it again. The F-15 is like the most basic bitch low-skill plane in DCS. For any sort of dogfighting. If you do it properly, then sure, but like, the way that guys like this or like Carlos fly is like some real basic bitch shit. And if the thing had a working damage model, and if it punished them for overstressing the jet, they wouldn't be doing it. Because they wouldn't be able to. The F-15 in DCS doesn't model overstress damage at all. You can't rip it from over-G. So Carlos pulls like 14, 15 G after the merge to hit people. Look at him just pissing away ammo. Oh, whoopsies. Did he despawn already? Must have done. What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Oh, here we go. Here's our friend.
I'm tired of this stupid Mirage.
What's he even shooting at? You seriously trying to engage a Mirage like that?
Me?
No, the
I'm
15.
landing.
The 15. He was like shooting from way too far out. Enjoy the golden shower! Uh-oh. You okay there, bud? You having a moment? There, I'll help make you more symmetrical. thing is such filth. That exact angle, it looks like an F-22. Yeah, it does have a kind of similar silhouette from that angle, yeah. From certain angles, it also very closely resembles a MiG-29, which may have caused me to team kill once on GS. Look at this fucking legend. He's already shooting. He spawns in and immediately begins fucking just hosing everywhere. This guy is more Carlos than Carlos. Holy shit.
Well, I'm gonna try and kill this Mirage.
Good luck. I'm focusing on the 15 anyway.
I'm in the 15 as well, so don't confuse me.
Oh, it's pretty easy to tell which one is this guy, because he just fucking panic sprays from like 3 miles out. And flies like pure lead 100% of the time. Get taken apart, nerd! Fuel quantity, not much. I'm a land and replane. There he is, he'll probably shoot me on landing. I wouldn't be surprised.
I shot the Mirage on landing.
Yeah.
Just because I'm actually tired of that dude. Oh, I think he left! He left!
F.
Thank fuck!
Whoops! Oops, we won't talk about that. Look, I don't fly the 15 often, okay? I forgot how little clearance I have under the gear. Didn't want that plane anyway. Oh, is it like 3-on-1 now?
I'll switch.
No, it's not. Wait, yes it is. Oh god.
Okay. Okay, I'll switch.
Oh, you're in a Sabre. So there's a 16, a 15, and an F-86.
I'll hop in with you. Oh, there is someone with you.
Oh, there is? There wasn't before.
Yeah.
Just switched just now.
Looks like it.
Unfortunately, that 15 is going to interfere with this fight. Pulled too early. And I'm getting golden showered from behind.
Yeah, but it wasn't an F-15. I blacked out, so I'm probably gonna crash into the ground here. Yep.
Ow, ow! How is this 16 still airborne? Bruh. Damage model
Fairy
much.
dust.
Oh, no, there's the 15.
Left engine fire.
What a hero.
Hydraulics failure.
Ross, come left. So like you're 10 o'clock.
I'm dead. I respawned.
Yeah, I'm looking at someone who just respawned. Oh, now that your other teammate just died, so... No, wait, that's a 16?
That 16 should be fucking dead. I cannot believe he survived that shit. I put so many rounds into him and he just shrugged them all off. Here's our champion. I need my teammate to slow the fuck down and turn.
God damn it, I'm tired of these insta blackouts.
Hello, F-16.
I was on your tail too, and I just, bam, blackout. Right into the ground. And you stayed blacked out for so long.
Yeah. Ah, this fucking desync. Oh, he ejected? Really? What a hero. Imagine ejecting to avoid being shot down, although he might be out of fuel.
So are you high or low?
Medium. 16's
Are you
locking
going
me
up?
Yeah, 16's locking me up, so I'm gonna have to deal with him. Oh, Jesus, he's a fucking golden showerer as well. I see you.
I don't know what you're talking about, and of course, just blackout again.
Oh my god, they're all going for me again. Real just dogfight hours.
I'll switch teams.
Right engine
Oh,
fire.
really? Fucking
Hydraulic failure.
mini car loss over here.
Right
I mean, I could
engine
probably
fire.
still fly it with one wing because it's a DCS F-15, but still.
I'm here. I'm in a red F-15 with you.
Oh, I'm just on here to meme, low blow. I'm gonna be jumping back on Cold War in a bit. I owed some people F-15 runs. Look at this fucking hero. Just pissing away bullets. Oh my god.
I'm doing the same thing to him.
Yeah, I can see that. I lost my guy, so I'm gonna come up with you.
Got him.
Okay, I got a 16. Oh, it's friendly, never mind. There's another coming up behind. There he is.
And of course, this guy's still flying, but that's fine. We can work with that.
I'm still fucking mad that 16 was still flying after I hit him like 100 times right across his spine, and it did fucking nothing. That F-15's still going as well, of course.
No, he's not.
Oopsies!
Yeah, he has no wing.
Nor does the F-16, I tore him in half.
I have. It's funny. As much rounds as I shot, I have exactly as much left as the F-16 carries all together.
Mm-hmm. Okay, they're both coming in low from spawn. I'm taking the guy going high right,
Okay, I got the low guy.
and I immediately lost sight of him because I'm a potato. There we go. Busy golden showering at a teammate. That's a 16. I think he's on a 15, but I don't know if it's you. I'm on him. He's missing a bit.
Of course, he just like puts out his speed brake and just showers me. Get fucked. I didn't need that engine anyways. I'm gonna belly land to deprive him of the kid. Nope, I'm not. What's wrong with your mic as well?
No, my mic's fine. It's fucking OBS.
No, it did the crazy thing.
Yeah, because I just unplugged and replugged it. Is it working now on stream? I don't know what the fucking problem is. Like, I just have no fucking clue what's wrong with it today. It's so annoying. Oh god. Screen
yeah, I'm
flashing.
getting golden showered
oh no.
now too.
The fucking screen flashing, dude. Okay. Drop on this F-15. And somebody just went behind me. I think it might have been a Hornet. Okay, golden shower for you. Who else wants one?
Thank you for that.
You
This
got another
F-16
coming.
wants one.
Yeah, he's got a guy behind him already, but I'll come in and join the party. Oh, someone's behind me. Someone is not behind... Did he seriously spray me from spawn and hit me? What the fuck? This plane, dude. This fucking plane is... Oh, no,
I hate
there he
this
is.
server so much.
Oh, it's a Hornet. Yeah, I mean, likewise. It would actually be worth playing on if you just took out the F-15s so people can't do this dumb shit. Yeah, he's behind me. There's not much I can do.
Left engine fire.
Grab a new plane. What's wrong with the 15? It's just because of the, just because of specific handling quirks. Like, it has a massive thrust-to-weight ratio, it has good nose authority, it has a laser-accurate gun sight, and it has a lot of ammo. It combines to make it just, like, the lowest skill plane in the game. Like, you can fly this plane well, but most people don't. They just pull lead on everything and spray, like, hundreds of rounds per burst. Like you can see me doing here, except they usually do it even worse. No, the flight model's probably accurate. The problem is you can't over-G it. Like, you can't destroy the plane by over-G'ing it, so you can pull 15G. As long as you don't black out, you're fine.
According to a real F-15 pilot, the model's pretty accurate.
Yeah, like, it has... it's DCS bullshit, basically. Like, the flight model's probably accurate, the damage model's definitely not. But because it has a lot of ammo, a lot of power, and it goes fast, it just makes it like the perfect plane to do dumb bullshit in and get away with it. As opposed to other aircraft where you can still do dumb bullshit, but you get punished for it. The F-15 basically doesn't punish stupidity in DCS at all. This guy's trying to strafe someone that's belly landed. What a hero.
Yeah, that was me that just belly landed.
I think this is the guy that rammed me head on as well. And I've got another 16 on my tail. Nice. Too much lead.
This is probably gonna be my last fight on the server.
Oh, there goes the desync. Digital countermeasures deploy.
I'm on the golden shower, boys.
Oops! Oops! Oh, someone got me while I was busy gloating. Alright, I think that'll do me for Just Dogfight as I watch the 16 spear in.
You wanna watch me kill this golden shower boy?
Sure.
Real quick.
Wow, that's some major desync on my screen. Oh, and somebody got you. There we go.
Got him.
Alright. Let's see if Cold War's got anyone on it. It's a YouTube equivalent, pretty much. Like, if you know how to use the jet, you can fly it well. Like, if you guys, like I said, if you want to watch Guido fly it, who actually flew F-15s in real life, he rate fights it. He shows you how to fight the 15 properly. But this Carlos shit, pulling 15G on people and just holding down the trigger, it's dumb as fuck, dude. It's so dumb. But it works, right? Because the plane doesn't punish you for it in DCS. Hey, Cold War started to fill back up. I'm gonna hop off Discord and go back to SRS.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop off here
Since we
too.
figured that SRS isn't actually the problem. My mic is, for some reason. Or OBS, rather.
Catch you later.
Catch you later. And before I forget, I need to set my Discord back to push to talk. Went to get a blood test today and realized the clinic spelled my name wrong. Need to get that fixed. Nice. At least you didn't spell your name wrong. I've done that before. Always highly embarrassing. So for those who are just arriving, we've been having microphone issues all day. If I appear to be talking and you can't hear me, please tell me, because I can't tell when the mic's cut out or not. I don't know why. It's been fine up until this point. I've never had issues with it, but today I need to keep replugging it or something to get OBS to recognize it. I don't know what's going on with it, to be honest. Actually, what do we have? We have no helicopters doing any slinging. We got a bunch of MiGs, but they also have Vigans coming in. We'll take the MiG-21 up. We can always switch out later. Are you busy at the moment, Warp? I'm just thinking, it's been a while since we had a GCI on here. No pressure or anything. We'll just take R60s. Because the radar is definitely not cooperative at the moment. And I expect them to be flying low. What was quick? The startup, yeah. I can start this thing up without even thinking about it. It's actually bad enough that if I lose focus while I'm doing my startup, I forget if I've actually started something or not because I'm just tuned out. I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. Half an hour left in this mission. Yeah, I know. I'm pretty keen for the next phase of the cockpit overhaul. Should be nice. As well. So the actual windscreen was... Fuck me! The windscreen was the first stage of the remodel. I think it's going to be a total remodel and a total retexture, but I could be wrong in the total remodel bit. As for the SR, it might be to protect our base, because on this mission they tend to try and camp it a bit. Oh, it's calling the wrong fucking one again. God damn it. Call the right EWR. I'll have to figure out after the stream what's up with the mic. It might just be that a cable's loose, like, at the other end, or it might be OBS, I don't know. I don't know, but it's frustrating as fuck. I mean, it could be, but it shouldn't be. If it was the USB hub itself shitting its pants, then my stick and my throttle would go as well. But I think it might just... And this is the first time I've had this issue. I think it might be either OBS or when I restarted my PC, something went hokey. Maybe sound drivers shitting out or something, I don't know. It's probably actually OBS, but I could be wrong. I mean, it is affecting Discord too, but I have noticed Discord tends to like try and steal the mic away from other programs. So it might be OBS, SRS, and Discord all fighting for who owns the mic, which is... does the ECM work on this? The jammer on the MiG-21 doesn't really do anything, sadly. What it should do is make you totally immune to Hawks and Tomcats, but it doesn't. As for if you are being jammed, oh boy will you ever know about it, because the radar screen turns into a mess of strobes, and you get a "you are being jammed" light coming on. Yeah, correct. If it says clean, then I'm not going to get a reply either. Really wish the smoke pop-in wasn't so obnoxious. Why do they call it a fish bed? Because the Su-9, which resembles a bigger MiG-21, was called the fish pot. Why did they call it that? Because it starts with F. NATO reporting codes for fighters start with F. For bombers, they start with B. Oh, my SRS is fucking gone again because of the mic. God damn it. It's a 21 returning to base. For 45. Someone forgot an important step in their startup. Shit. I'll have to check my fucking Windows audio settings. Like, it should not be doing this. I haven't changed anything, so there should be no reason this is happening, but... Watch this be a VIG and it'll just outrun me. And the EWR no longer sees it. Yeah, that has to be a vegan. I'm still not catching him. Yeah, let me just accelerate away at the speed of light. And yeah, single smoke trail, that's a vegan for sure. There's a whole bunch of shit down there, huh? I'll be careful because there are FARPs around here somewhere. In one of these valleys. Gotta be careful I don't overspeed. Yep, that's a Christmas tree, however did I guess. God, I wish fucking Heat Blur would fix that shit, but they claim it's not a problem and that it's realistic, so they probably never will. Come here, you shitbird. I'm burning all my fuel to try and catch him. And I'm extending so close towards his base, I'm probably going to get a hawk up the bum in a minute. Yes, turn! Turn with me. Wait, that's not? That's a MiG-21. Why the fuck did I get a call out for him then? Oh my god. Maybe that was the Vigan that went left. 279 for 18, huh? Man, I wish the radar wasn't bugged. It's wasted so much time and so much fuel. Merged where? .59 for 8. 2,000 flanking. 232 for 6. Shit. Fuck. And I've got no SRS because of my fucking mic. God damn, this is frustrating. What's up with the radar? It won't display contacts if there's ground clutter on screen now. So literally it's totally 100% useless below about 5 kilometers altitude. Like, you will not see anything until it's within the ground clutter zone. Which is obviously not how that's supposed to work. It's a bug. Well, someone just shot a missile. What the fuck is this guy? $199 for 7. There. Somebody's smoking. Front's a MiG-21, trail is... Oh, wouldn't you know it, it's a Vigan with one wing. I told you there was a fucking Vigan around here somewhere. Fucking die already. Broken fucking thing. And I need to head home because I'm out of fuel. Not 345th Gagarin. I'm pretty sure he doesn't play DCS. Really? If that fucking thing is still flying... No, it's someone else. Oh my god, no, he is still flying. Are you fucking kidding me? Heat Blur, fix your fucking module. He's burning, he has one wing, possibly no wings at this point. This piece of shit's still fucking airborne, shooting people down. And people wonder why I bitch about the Vigans so much. This is why. Plane's fucking broken. Absolutely fucking broken. And I think that's an F5 in front of him too. I'm gonna run out of fuel here, I'm not making it home on this. That's probably out of range, but we'll try it. He's actually outrunning me in that condition. He's actually outrunning me. Fucking broken ass thing. Fuck it. Dude, I'm so sick of this shit. Alpin needs to fucking remove him. If they're gonna abuse that shit, he needs to fucking remove him from the server. They don't use him to do strike missions anyway. Like, that is the most broken shit I've ever seen. The MiG-21 used to have a similar problem, but it got fixed. The Vigen's been like this for over a year now, and there's been no sign of life on a fix. And they know it's a fucking problem, because it's been bug reported. And they've responded to the bug report. Remove or limit strike loadout only. Even if you're limited to a strike loadout, they come in at a speed where we can't intercept them, at an altitude where we can't use our radar to do a head-on intercept. And then any ground fire they take doesn't affect them anyway. They still drop their bombs and go home. Like, it just needs to be removed. It's so fucking broken. Like, I'm so over it. I like flying the Vigen myself, right? It's a fun jet, but I used to give people a lot more leeway, but at this point, I've seen them use Maverick's air-to-air, which is a fucking magical missile that never runs out of energy and never loses lock. It will literally follow you until it hits you, right? So I've seen them do that. I've seen countless Vigens fly with one wing or no wings and shoot people down. I've shot people down with no wings. Like, it's so broken. It's just so broken. And it overspeeds. Like I've said before, the amount of favoritism people show DCS third parties, all I'm saying is, if this was a Polychop module, I would if you told me it was a Polychop module, I'd believe you. I would believe you. Totally believe you. Pliskin70, thanks for the follow. I need to chill out with the throttle, holy fuck. I should have actually picked up more altitude. Thing is, I doubt ED will ever force people to fix their shit. It's obvious the new management don't actually care. New management is in Nick Gray, I guess, but that's not really new. It's been a couple of years now. Look, there needs to be consistency, but the problem is as well, the community won't hold third parties to account unless it's a third party the community doesn't like. You know? Like, the fucking favoritism is real, dude. Nothing Heat Blur does is ever wrong. Heat Blur are fucking saints. They can never fuck anything up according to the DCS community. But other devs, they make one mistake and they're cursed for life. It's just so fucking dumb. It's so fucking dumb. It's why I just roll my eyes every time I hear people fanboying for one dev or other. It's like, no, they all have problems. It's just some get, like, raked over the coals for their problems and others don't. No one's gonna give DCS actual competition. It's not financially viable. It's not possible at this point. It's never gonna happen. Like, put the thought out of your head, basically. like I said, this had a broken damage model at 1.2, but it got fixed. It didn't take, well, it might have taken a year for it to get fixed. It was broken when I first started playing, and it got fixed a few months later. But, and it broke again for a couple months, and it was fixed again. But not just that the Vigans got a broken damage model, but the fact that they reverted to the broken Maverick. Like, they fixed the Maverick, and then they reverted to the broken one, because apparently the fixed one wasn't good enough. And the fact that they've come out and said that they won't do anything about the overspeeding because, oh, in real life, Vigan pilots told us they went 1,500 kilometers an hour. Even though I've seen a Vigan pilot post on the forums that they were told not to exceed 1,350. Like, again, the plane probably wouldn't disassemble itself immediately if you went 1,400, but it's going to put stress on the aircraft, and over time it's going to wear it down, and you risk something failing. You know, same as in this, you know, the engine shouldn't automatically crap itself at 1,350, well, maybe it would crap itself at 1,300 kilometers an hour, but you'd be more likely for it to happen, so you stay below that limit, you know. Heat Blur seems to take engineering limits, more like engineering suggestions, more than other devs do. And because of stuff I've spoken about before, like the fact there's no cumulative fatigue in DCS, and these are all 0-hour airframes, it actually matters. Like, not enforcing some kind of limitation actually matters, because people in DCS are going to min-max shit, right? That's why, before the MiG-21 had structural overload introduced, people would pull like 15-20G shit by overloading the ARU. Ryman, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Remember, Jane's Defense made great flight sims until they were sold. That's true of a lot of companies. They made something that was really good until until the company was sold. We're gonna have to go for the short airfield. Oh no, because then I'm not gonna save the airframe, am I? Fuck. I might just have enough fuel for Kataisi. Maybe. I don't want to jettison the missiles, but I probably should get rid of the extra drag. I guess it's not too much. We might make it. We could definitely make either of the short airfields, but the airframe won't save if we land there and we can't refuel. I know, right, plant pots? There's the mindset. Oh, there we go. And if you say anything negative about any heat blower module on Hoggit, you get fucking crucified, whether it's true or not. Like, no other dev gets that level of favoritism. Literally no other dev. Not even Belsimtac. And Belsimtac were, like, the most consistent good module makers, I think. Like, in terms of having a lot of modules of consistently high quality. The uh-oh light's about to come on. We might need to go for the short airfields. I'm not going to have a choice here in a minute. No fix for MiG-21 for the radar? No, not yet. The radar's actually even more broken at the moment. Because now if there's ground clutter on the radar scope, it won't render, like, it doesn't render contacts. So the radar is totally useless below about 5 kilometers altitude now. I'm hoping they fix that at least. Like, the frame rate fix, yes, it's important, but it doesn't affect me personally. But I hope they fix this new bug, because this is, like, crippling to the MiG-21. Okay, we've made our decision. We're going for Kataisi Air Base. We should just... Oh, shit, no. The uh-oh light came on. We'll try. We'll try. Throttle back as far as I dare. It might actually be a better idea to just put a burst of speed on. But I kind of want to have a little bit of power left as I come over the threshold. Actually, you know what? We're just going to throttle up and we're going to run the engine dry. Because if I'm close enough, I can at least just point her at the ground and build speed. We should make it. Just. So I've had to land at that airstrip before because of fuel, and that was fun. I would have done it this time, but because we're on limited airframes, I have to land at Kataisi to preserve the aircraft, and I can't refuel at that small base. Hopefully with the road basing stuff we'll be able to. I'm going to see if I can persuade Alpin to put road basing units at those two, so you can kind of use them as a short hop. But I doubt he'll do it just for me. He'll probably tell me to get better fuel management, which, to be fair, is, you know, something I should do. I'm going to drop the wheels now, because I know I'm going to make the runway. No flap. We might drop flap over the threshold, but none at the moment. Probably should have held the wheels for a little bit longer, but I think we're good. Little burst of power, we got just enough, just enough. Okay, we got the speed we need, there goes the engine. One stage flap over the threshold. 2 stages of flap because we're still a bit fast. Easy. Who needs fuel anyway? Now the problem is getting off the runway. Bring 2 bottles of coolant, 1 for me. Yeah, I know, right? Oh shit, we got a whole fucking squadron on. God damn. Oh, this is gonna be unpleasant. I gotta be careful. I need to be really careful with this. I'm gonna try and preserve this airframe as long as I can. I want to paint some more stars on this thing. Good opportunity for me to restart SRS at least. And check my audio settings. Exclusive mode, I probably want off. Maybe that's what the problem is. We'll try that. Hopefully that fixes my woes here. Oh! Oh, next mission's on Syria. My frame rate's gonna be fucking awful. God damn it. We'll try it, but it might be unplayable. I may as well just wait for it to rotate. I'm not gonna get a sortie in before that. And there goes the server. Fingers crossed, Syria behaves itself today. If I fired off the last of my ammo, I could have jettisoned the missiles, but if I'd actually fired the gun, the recoil would have slowed me down. It would have been counterproductive. It wouldn't have been much, but it would have been enough. Hyper-defensive ED is annoying more than anything else. It's a company, they're grown-ups. People should take level heavy criticism of the shit code, shit optimization and shit management and not feel bad over it. Yeah, like, there are people at ED who clearly care about the game and want it to work, but there's some serious management problems. I think everyone can see that. And it doesn't, like, they say that they're turning themselves around, but I'm not seeing it. It might, you know, they might fix themselves for a couple of weeks and then they go back to the old habits, so I don't know. There's obviously something good to be had here, otherwise we wouldn't all be playing the game and we certainly wouldn't be bitching about how to improve it. It's just frustrating, really frustrating. Do you notice how much? Yeah, much better. Well, you know why as well. The Shilka and the Strela are both fragment proof, but they're quite thin armor. Like they're bulletproof and fragment proof, but they're not like armor, proper armor. So I guess the high explosive did more damage to them just by splash, whereas the anti-tank didn't hit them directly, therefore did nothing to them, right? The anti-tank stuff would fuck up a tank if you hit it directly, but to those vehicles, you're better off with explosives. At risk of frame rate problems, let's try it. Gotta wait a century for everything to load in. Anytime this month, DCS. It's still loading in scenery, that's why it's so choppy. Hopefully, it'll start running a little smoother once it loads in, but I have my doubts. So I've been having problems with Syria, like, really badly freezing up on me. So we may or may not be able to play this mission. Not just around the cities either, but across the whole map. Frame rate's way lower, but I mean, I'm in Beirut, so I kind of expected that. If this doesn't improve, I think we're gonna have to disconnect, because this is, like, pretty much unplayable. Getting about 5 frames a second.
Hey. Yeah?
7.
I was wondering, do you know the difference between love and obsession? No. And what's the difference between obsession and desire? I don't know. Do you think this feeling can last forever? You mean like forever, ever? Forever, ever? Forever, ever? Forever, ever? Sure. God, I hope so. Me too.
But like I've said before though, when it first came out, it performed better than Caucasus for me. It was the smoothest running map, and now, all of a sudden, even though nothing has changed visually, it runs like absolute hot garbage. And I have no idea why. Like, I cannot for the life of me figure out why it ran so well to start with, and then with no noticeable changes, it now runs like trash. No matter what my settings are. Like, even if I turn my settings down to bare minimum, it still runs badly. Just run over that light, why not? Use about 2 trillion more gigaboots of RAM for me. Yeah, it uses all my RAM. It's very rare for DCS to use all my RAM, but Syria does. It also heats up my CPU to the point where I could cook eggs on it. But again, it never used to, so I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah, likewise. I really like the map, but god, I struggle to play it at the moment. Fucking aye! Fucking aye, man. Thanks for the follow. Right, let's get out of this MS PowerPoint hell that is Beirut. Get some altitude. And I gotta be careful not to directly overfly the valley. There's a lot of SAMs there. IR SAMs mostly. Hey Nico. Maybe they did fix the render distance, because I'm rendering buildings out there, but the trees still only render very close. So maybe that's why the performance is so bad now. I can't, because I don't have OBS open, I find it distracting if there's moving images on that screen. I can't tell if the FPS is different between what I see and what you guys see, but I wouldn't be surprised. I think last time I flew on Syria, it was like twice as bad on the stream as it was for me. Oh, and there's basically nobody on. because I guess nobody has Syria or they just don't feel like playing it. There's our FARP down there. So we got a Huey, that's it. Not a whole lot for me to do at the moment if he's just going to be tooling around in that thing, so I might climb up and just circle for a bit, see if any F5s jump on. Put radar on. No, but I don't get that bug because I have old video card drivers. I do not get the radar FPS bug. I never have. Like, that's why I've never had problems flying the MiG-21 until now with the radar, because of the other bug where it won't show contact. But the FPS doesn't affect me at all. No problems. Like, every time my game freezes up, people are like, oh, it's the MiG-21's radar. It's like, no, not for me. It's not. It's something else. Ground attack in the 21. It's difficult. I mean, I could if we had a JTAC marking targets, but it's difficult, and there's a lot of IR SAMs in that valley. We'll see. Maybe some F5s will jump on. In the meantime, I might circle round over the north of the valley, over our end. Make sure I got enough height that I don't get IR SAM'd. See all those glittering white dots down in that valley? Those are ground units. This is what I mean about the imposter dot spotting system. I can see them from here, just because of the way they've done spotting in DCS. It is so busted. They used to be black dots, so in the daylight you'd see them against the sky, but you wouldn't see them against the ground like that. But now, because they swapped them around so it's black at night and white during the day, it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. See, at least on my screen, the frames here aren't bad on this part of the map. But that's liable to change. I am still getting stutters, though. And the stuttering is worse for me than a low frame rate. Don't like shiny 200km reflections? I know, right? Start talking about ground attack in the 21. I don't really do ground attack in the 21 very much. If I was going to do it, I'd probably need a JTAC to mark stuff because I'm bad at spotting ground targets. And then I'd bring some S-24s and just do dive attacks from high altitude. It's too risky to get low over this valley. There's just too many IR SAMs. Which is why I'm sitting up here over the northern end at this altitude. If I get any closer, I'll get shot down. Do you recommend the MiG-21? Absolutely, it's my favorite module in the game. There are issues at the moment like the radar bug we've been speaking about, but other than that, it's a really fun aircraft to fly. It's really rewarding. It's easy to learn, but it's hard to master. All the stuff about it being hard to land is garbage. It's not hard to land. It's a very simple, pleasant aircraft. Sometimes you might ask too much of it and it will tell you. It will punish you for mistakes, but it rewards you for competent flying. It's not like the F5 where, you know, the F5 will limit you, it'll restrict what you can do to avoid a situation where you endanger yourself in the aircraft. The MiG-21 will let you kill yourself. It will let you do that. But if you know how not to do that, it's much more capable and much more rewarding. Steadily climbing here. So if any F5s do jump in, I can jump on them. But I think probably we might just see a situation where no blue fighters get on for a while. No fancy fly-by-wire hand-holding? Yeah, none at all. None at all. She is totally hand-flown. The closest thing you have to any kind of automatic flight control is the ARU, which is your G scheduler. hey, I can land a Hornet, I just don't like doing it. Because I don't like the way the control system's rigged up. So the biggest issue this jet has at the moment is with the radar. There's a new bug which came in last patch, where at low altitude the radar will not see targets it should see. I'm hoping that gets fixed soon. That's pretty limiting. The other one is if you have video drivers newer than 442.19-ish on an NVIDIA card, you'll get like 2 frames a second as soon as you turn the radar on at low altitude. At high altitude, it's fine. It's something to do with the way it renders ground clutter. They're working on it, but it's probably going to take a total rework of the radar, so it could take a while. But those are the 2 real big bugs. Otherwise, especially if you don't use the radar that much anyway, you know, a lot of people don't in this, it is really, really good. Really, really solid. Now, I do like to use the radar, so for me, this latest bug is a problem. The radar FPS issue isn't, because I run older video drivers, so not a problem for me. But not being able to spot contacts at low altitude is. What's better, 2119 or F5? I would say probably the 21. The 19 is quite good at vertical maneuvers. It's got a very good thrust-to-weight ratio. It holds a rate well, so it's a good rate fighter like an F-16. The MiG-21 actually has a better climb rate, and way better instantaneous turn, but the MiG-19 just feels like it's better at those things for some reason. It's also much more stable, easier to fly. The 21 kind of twitches a lot. Twitchiness isn't bad, it means you've got a very agile aircraft, but in the 21 it can make things like formation flying difficult, whereas the 19 is rock steady. The F5 is pleasant to fly, it's very stable, very easy to fly, but it's slow, it's very lightly armed, and it can't hang with either of the MiGs, either the 19 or the 21 in close combat. It just can't, like, flat out. A very good F5 pilot might be able to come out on top if he plays perfectly, but the average F5 is going to die very quickly to a MiG. But it's not a bad plane, it's just, you have to remember that it was designed as like a trainer and a light ground attack aircraft, and it was kind of shoehorned into being a light fighter. It actually has better avionics, the radar is arguably better, the RWR is definitely better, beyond any shadow of a doubt, and it has good close combat modes for the radar and the heat-seeking missiles, but you only get 2 heat-seeking missiles on the F5. What about Sabre? The Sabre's good for Korean War stuff, but against the more modern jets, you have to basically ambush them. If they know you're there, they're just going to outrun you and then out-vertical you. We still don't have any F5s to kill. It's going to kind of hold a lazy left-hand orbit here until either I get low on fuel or something turns up that I can shoot at. Oh my god, what happened to my frames there? That was random. It was fine, and suddenly frames have gone to nothing. No, that was a I've got something stuck in my throat cough. Take the opportunity to fly the 19. Like, while the 21's having problems, fly the 19, especially if you get the radar issue. The 19's quite fun. How's the 21 work with fuel management? It's not as bad as people say. As long as you're not hogging the burner all the time and you climb to decent altitude, it isn't bad on fuel. I mean, it's got less fuel than any of the American planes, but that's just, by default, of course it's going to. It carries less, it's a smaller plane. My average combat sortie in the MiG-21 is about 20 to 30 minutes. And that's with 1 or 2 dogfights in there, so like it's nowhere near as bad as people say. We have a Vigan now, but I've also got really bad frames all of a sudden. It's probably rendering in cities from up this altitude, which might be the issue. I don't know. I might just hop off the server after this sortie and do something else, because this is a bit irritating. I really wish I could play Syria on here. Like, this is one of my favorite missions, but if my PC can't handle it, there's not much point, you know? Okay, I'm gonna level off here. So the reason I'm circling here is that the objective for this mission is Kiryat Shmona airfield, which is basically under me right now. And all down this valley that leads to the Sea of Galilee over there, there's blue units on this side, blue's FARP is actually right there. And then our FARP is on the coast, and we've got a whole bunch of units up the north side of the valley. And that's somebody's EWR, I'm not sure whose. Probably ours. And I think that might be theirs over there. But as you can see, I'm flying at mil power here, so I'm not even trying to conserve fuel, but because of the altitude I'm at, it's pretty much sipping. Basically, every negative trait people say about the MiG-21 in DCS is hideously overblown. It is not hard to land, it's easy to land. It doesn't chug fuel, you know, if you're not stupid, you can manage your fuel pretty easily. It's... People make absolute mountains out of molehills with this thing. It's because it doesn't hold their hand for them, I think. DCS players just seem to have this mindset that if a plane doesn't hold your hand and do everything for you, it's a bad plane or it's hard to fly or whatever. It's not hard to fly, it's fucking easy. Climbing again. One thing that is actually hard is trimming it for level flight, because you always slightly overshoot or slightly undershoot, so you can never truly fly this hands off pretty much. I think I've only been able to hands off fly it once, and it was just dumb luck that I managed to trim it. I mean, there's a lot of people in DCS who say the Hornet's fucking hard to fly. Like, they actually have trouble with the Hornet, which is astounding to me. The plane flies itself. Like, I could understand people not liking the landing fly-by-wire logic, because I don't. If you come from mechanical control aircraft, it's difficult to get your head around. At least for me it is. But other than that, the fly-by-wire in the Hornet's really nice. Really easy to work with. Some players come directly from FC3 to MiG-21. I think they get a bit of a shock. They fucking shouldn't, because the MiG-29's more difficult to land than this thing is. The MiG-29 doesn't like to bleed speed, and it does like to bounce. Hey, Nonona. It's going pretty well. Just waiting for somebody to come up so I can kill them. Oh, my music stopped. That was interesting. The server's pretty quiet at the moment, and I'm having some frame rate issues here with Sirius, so if nobody shows up within the next few minutes, I might RTB and go find somewhere else to play for a bit. I might even do Halo today. Might even do ODST. I've been putting it off for a while. What's that picture on the dash? That is actually a poster I have on my wall behind me. Soviet means quality, or Soviet means excellent, really. I thought, what more appropriate place to put it than in my MiG-21, which has brought me home so many times with pieces missing or no fuel. How did you change that? I did it myself. I've also done some retexturing of like the fonts because they used the wrong font for this, and I'm the kind of person that notices that stuff. And there was a big spelling mistake here. So I found the texture files, I made myself a new folder for like a new cockpit livery, and then retextured them myself. So you can do some interesting stuff with custom cockpit liveries. A lot of people don't realize the features there, or they only use ones that are pre-made by other people, but I like to make my own. 29 isn't hard to land either, I think just bad at landing. I can land the 29, it's just that it has a bad tendency to bounce if the nose wheel touches the runway abruptly, and it doesn't shed speed because the speed brake won't deploy with the wheels down. So you have to make sure you're actually at the correct speed before you drop the wheels, and then if you fuck it up, you have to go around. Like, you can go around and do a better approach, but I'm the kind of person that, in DCS at least, not real life, but in DCS I don't like going around, so if I can force it down, I will. I don't know what this Vigen's doing, but we're not getting any call-outs, so either he's still on the ground, or he's just 3 feet off of the ground at Mach 1.4, and we're never going to see him. That is extremely annoying, but it should hopefully be back now. Anyway, as I was saying, I have a bad habit, which I should know better than to do, of chasing the VSI. You never ever chase the VSI when you're trying to fly straight and level. You watch the altimeter needle, because the altimeter is your instantaneous performance instrument for climb and descent, not the VSI. The VSI shows trends. It doesn't show if you're actually climbing or descending, it shows the rate at which it's happening once you are climbing or descending. I don't think we're ever going to get a piece of this Vigen. No idea where he is. Oh no, there we go. 251 for 35. Even though this isn't going to help, we'll turn it on. I gotta be careful, I don't want to get an IRSAM up the bum. Wonder if he's going for REWR. Oh, this frame rate is painful, my dudes. Clean again, really? Yeah, I'm not playing this game with him. I'm gonna go back upstairs. If he wants me, he can come play with me where I am. Oh, this frame rate's so bad. I think I'm just gonna go back and land. Like, this is unplayable to me. Probably unwatchable to you guys as well. Oh, guess who negative G'd their engine because their frame rate's so low, they can't fucking control their aircraft.